Hello and welcome to this very special series, Finance Made Simple. Joining me today is Tarannum Hasib, who is the Chief Distribution Officer at Canara HSBC OBC Life Insurance. Thanks very much, Tarannum. It's a pleasure talking to you. Let's talk a little about the pandemic, Tarannum. And, one of the things that we saw and the big change that we saw is that, despite so much of disruption, the insurance industry continued to function, and claims were continued to be, settled. Policies continued to be sold all through the digital route. Even the medical checks, you all quickly were able to move to a system where you could do it as a tele-medical or a video medical. So take us through a little about what were the learnings from the pandemic and how do you see them continuing going forward? Because there would be a lot of reforms that were brought in last year. Would you continue with them going forward? And how has the pandemic changed the way you as a life insurance industry sells a policy?
So, while pandemic brought its challenges, and not only for the insurance companies, but for the individuals also who were looking to purchase insurance, I think it was a different and a challenging situation. But having said that, it has actually given us, in terms of long-term path for digitization. And I think all of us have really learned, and, it's surprising that when tough scenarios come your way, how you innovate and, learn to adjust to the new normal, which I think the insurance industry did very quickly. So we all found our different mechanisms to adjust to the new normal. 2-3 things which are really at the core is that, while a lot of people go digitally to purchase insurance and, they do a lot of journeys to understand the insurance products. And we all know that, insurance is an emotionally complex product and business. So while people surf on the internet to gather information, they may not always purchase online. They need a human interface. For insurance companies, that is one thing which we learned very well, to humanize the, digitized version of insurance journey. And if we are able to do that even better, I think we have a winner on hand, and the market has definitely changed, Vivek, from where we were before the pandemic. So I think that is one big learning which we had, and we progressed well on that path. The other thing which happened was customer service. Like you rightly said that, we quickly moved to digital modes, and a lot of, internet, social media usage was done to reach out to the customers. And maybe earlier customers who were not really savvy actually started reaching out back to us on multiple, digitized platforms and digital platforms. So I think both of us walked that path, the customer as well as the insurance company. And I think one very important leg attached to insurance is, the sales process, because for an insurance company, it became extremely important for us to create sales journeys for different segments of people, different segments of customers, consumers, and different age groups. So while the younger customers are very tech savvy and they would go and understand a lot of products online, but, people upwards of maybe a certain age bracket are not so comfortable. So we had to actually figure out sales processes to harmonize this experience for the consumer. And I think we definitely learned a lot. We walked a milestone there, but I would still say there is lots to be done in that way, because, our products, especially the savings products, unlike the term products, are not so simple. They're a wee bit complex. So to decode that, via a video content or via a Zoom call, like we are on a Zoom call, we did many sales across Zoom calls like that. So to explain to the customer everything, to sharper, crisper communication with transparency is something we worked on. But I think as an industry, there's a lot more to be done in this space.
All right, Tarannum, we leave it there. Thank you very much for joining me and sharing your thoughts and perspective on a very, very important subject. Thank you once again.
Thank you so much, Vivek. It was a pleasure. Thank you.